Apple wants China's RAM after a 98% price surge. MacBooks already cost more. Apple has spent decades building one of the strongest supply chains in technology. But this time, even Apple could not absorb the pressure. MacBook and iPad prices have already increased after the cost of memory and storage chips surged across the industry. Now Apple is reportedly asking Washington for political clearance to purchase DRAM from Changshin Memory Technologies, better known as CXMT, China's largest memory chip producer. The reported request does not mean a deal has been signed. It does not mean Chinese RAM is already inside new MacBooks. And it does not mean CXMT has replaced Samsung, SK Hynix, or Micron. But the fact that Apple is even considering this option reveals how extreme the memory shortage has become. DRAM prices reportedly rose by as much as 98% during the first quarter of 2026, with another sharp increase expected during the second quarter. The AI boom is consuming advanced memory, manufacturing capacity, packaging resources, and capital at a pace the consumer electronics industry did not expect. Why Apple raised prices? Apple normally avoids sudden price changes during a product cycle. The company prefers predictable pricing because customers compare models, retailers plan inventory, and the entire product lineup is carefully positioned around specific price points. That strategy changed when memory and storage costs climbed too quickly. The entry MacBook Neo rose from $599 to $699. A 512GB MacBook Air increased from $1,099 to $1,999. The 128GB iPad Air moved from $599 to $749. Other Mac, iPad, HomePod, and Apple TV products also became more expensive. Apple said the increases were unavoidable because the company could no longer protect customers from the speed and scale of the component cost surge. If Apple cannot fully contain memory inflation, smaller computer and smartphone manufacturers are likely facing even greater pressure. How AI created a memory shock. An AI accelerator is only as useful as the memory feeding it. Large models require enormous quantities of data to remain close to the processor. Training needs high bandwidth memory to keep thousands of computing units active. Inference also consumes memory because model weights must be read repeatedly while each new token is generated. This has made HBM one of the most valuable products in the semiconductor industry. Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron are investing heavily in high-bandwidth memory because it earns stronger margins than many conventional products. It uses DRAM manufacturing technology, advanced packaging, engineering talent, capital, and factory time that might otherwise support ordinary server, laptop, or mobile memory. When capacity is limited, they prioritize the customers and products offering the highest return. AI companies can justify paying more because a single accelerator system may cost tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. A laptop maker cannot increase component costs indefinitely without damaging demand. Prices rise. Apple's new prices are one of the clearest signs that the AI memory shortage has moved beyond server rooms. Why CXMT suddenly matters. CXMT was founded in 2016. DRAM is one of the hardest semiconductor markets to enter because success depends on scale, yield, process control, reliability, and relentless cost reduction. A small process variation can reduce the number of usable chips produced from every wafer. CXMT began by supplying more conventional DRAM products for China's domestic market. Its early technology lagged the global leaders, but it continued expanding capacity, improving processes, and introducing newer generations of DDR and low-power memory. The company is now widely regarded as the world's fourth largest DRAM supplier, although it remains far smaller than the top three. Apple does not need CXMT to be larger than Samsung. It needs another supplier capable of producing qualified memory at meaningful volume. Even a modest additional source can strengthen Apple's negotiating position and reduce dependence on a tightly concentrated supplier base. The shortage has transformed CXMT from a distant challenger into a potentially useful option. What Apple is reportedly asking for. According to reports, Apple has been lobbying the United States government for clearance to buy memory chips from CXMT. The company reportedly approached officials because CXMT appears on a Pentagon list of companies alleged to have links to China's military. That listing does not automatically create a universal legal ban on every commercial purchase. However, it creates political, reputational, and regulatory risk. A supplier that is permitted today could face tighter restrictions later. Apple could spend months qualifying a product, redesigning logistics, and negotiating contracts only to see new rules block the arrangement. That is why political clearance matters, even if the transaction is not currently prohibited in the simplest legal sense. Apple wants confidence that it will not build part of its supply chain around a supplier that Washington later prevents it from using. The administration has not publicly approved the request. Apple and CXMT have not announced a supply agreement. For now, this is an attempt to create an option, not proof that the option will be used. Apple's qualification process. Supplying Apple is not as simple as offering a low price. Memory must meet strict requirements for performance, power consumption, heat, reliability, packaging, and long-term consistency. A chip may pass one laboratory test and still fail to qualify for mass production. Apple needs components that behave predictably across millions of devices. The supplier must maintain quality from one production batch to the next. It must provide enough volume on schedule. It must support Apple through product launches, regional demand changes, and unexpected factory disruptions. For MacBooks and iPads, power efficiency is especially important. Poor memory efficiency reduces battery life and creates additional heat. Reliability is equally important because defective memory can cause crashes, data corruption, or complete device failure. CXMT would need to prove that its products satisfy Apple's technical standards and that its factories can maintain those standards at scale. Apple may also require extensive audits, traceability, security controls, and contingency plans. Political permission would only open the door. Technical qualification would decide whether CXMT could walk through it. Why Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron should pay attention. The established suppliers still dominate global DRAM. They possess larger factories, more advanced products, stronger customer relationships, and decades of manufacturing experience. CXMT does not threaten to replace them overnight. But Apple's interest would still carry major symbolic weight. Apple is one of the most demanding and visible electronics companies in the world. If CXMT qualified for even part of Apple's memory supply, other manufacturers would pay attention. A successful Apple contract could validate CXMT's reliability and production discipline. It could also give Apple more leverage during negotiations with current suppliers. Memory is a cyclical commodity business. Small changes in supply and demand can produce large price movements. Adding another credible supplier does not need to eliminate Samsung or Micron to affect the market. It only needs to weaken the assumption that buyers have no alternative. The possibility of CXMT entering Apple's supply chain could therefore influence pricing even before large shipments begin. Why China could benefit? For China, an Apple contract would be more than a commercial sale. It would demonstrate that a domestic memory producer had reached standards acceptable to one of the world's most influential device makers. That could strengthen confidence among Chinese computer, smartphone, server, and automotive companies. It could support CXMT's expansion and help the company improve through larger production volumes. Semiconductor manufacturing often becomes more competitive through repetition. Higher volume generates more process data. More data helps engineers find defects, improve yield, and lower cost. A major customer can therefore accelerate a supplier's development, but the relationship would also create dependence. CXMT would need to satisfy Apple's requirements, absorb pricing pressure, and invest heavily to support future products. Apple is famous for demanding lower costs while maintaining strict quality. Winning the business would be prestigious. Keeping it profitable would be another challenge. Could Chinese RAM lower MacBook prices? Possibly, but not immediately. Adding a supplier can improve competition and reduce procurement risk. If CXMT offers qualified memory at a lower price, Apple could reduce some of the pressure created by the shortage. However, Apple has already raised retail prices. Companies rarely reverse broad price increases quickly unless market conditions change dramatically. The memory market also remains tight. One supplier cannot instantly replace capacity across the industry. CXMT must serve domestic customers while expanding production and improving technology. Any Apple agreement would likely begin with limited volumes or selected products rather than the entire Mac lineup. There is also no guarantee that lower component costs would be fully passed to consumers. Apple could use savings to protect margins, invest in supply security, or avoid additional price increases. The most realistic short-term benefit would be preventing the situation from becoming worse. CXMT could give Apple another source of supply while the company waits for global memory capacity to catch up with AI demand. The political problem. This is where the technology story becomes complicated. Some American lawmakers are likely to oppose any arrangement with CXMT because of national security concerns and broader efforts to reduce dependence on Chinese technology. They may argue that allowing Apple to become a major customer would strengthen a strategic Chinese semiconductor company. Others may focus on supply chain resilience and consumer prices. Blocking an available supplier during a severe shortage could increase costs for American companies and customers. Apple must navigate both arguments. The company sells heavily in China, manufactures much of its hardware through Asian supply chains, and depends on global suppliers. At the same time, it is one of the most prominent American corporations and faces intense political scrutiny. A memory contract that looks economically sensible could still become politically impossible. That uncertainty may be the greatest obstacle. The honest catch. The headline is powerful, but several facts must remain separate. Apple reportedly wants clearance to buy from CXMT. Apple has not confirmed a signed contract. CXMT memory is not confirmed inside current MacBooks. The reported 98% increase refers to market pricing during a specific period, not the exact cost increase of every memory chip Apple buys. MacBook and iPad prices rose for multiple configurations, but iPhone prices had not yet increased at the time of the announcement. CXMT also remains behind the leading suppliers in advanced memory technology and total production scale. The story is not that Apple has abandoned Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron. The story is that the shortage has become severe enough for Apple to explore a politically risky supplier it previously did not rely on. My take is that Apple's reported request is one of the clearest signs that AI has changed the value of memory. For years, DRAM was treated as a replaceable commodity purchased from a small group of established suppliers. Now memory is becoming strategic. AI companies are absorbing supply. Prices are rising fast enough to change retail products, and a Chinese manufacturer that once looked peripheral suddenly has leverage because it can add capacity. Apple may never complete the deal. Political pressure could stop it. CXMT could fail qualification. The shortage could ease before large shipments begin. But the request itself matters. It shows that supply security can become more important than old assumptions about which companies are acceptable suppliers. It also shows how AI infrastructure costs are spreading through the wider economy. Consumers buying laptops are now paying for competition happening inside data centers. So what do you think? Should Apple be allowed to buy memory from CXMT if the chips meet its technical standards? Or would the long-term strategic risk outweigh any short-term reduction in cost? Let me know your view in the comments. And subscribe to Eastern Engine for more grounded coverage of the chips, factories, and engineering decisions reshaping technology. Because Apple is not turning to Chinese memory out of curiosity. It is considering it because a 98% price surge has made the old supply chain too expensive to ignore.